aspects that you learn in the gym, if you apply it outside in your life, you're gonna be successful in anything you want. In business, in family, in relationships, everything you do in the gym it's not only muscle.
True.
It's character shaping.
I like that. That's so true. I like that character shaping.
It gave me that shiver.
Yeah, dude. That's a mic drop.
We don't talk anymore. Like we used to. Like we used to.
Episode 4. We are live.
We are live today
at the Dungeon Podcast, the TheGymFreak Podcast. Back again with Clarky. We got
How you doing?
Super special guest today.
I know, man. I was so pumped. This isn't even our day to normally film, and you told me we would be able to sit down with him, and I was like, "Fuck it, we got to do it."
Yeah, he told me he's traveling next week, so I'm like, we're getting him in, man.
Yeah, we had to then.
All right, he is here, Ft.Theclassthetic. What's up, brother?
How you doing?
My pleasure to be here. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, man, for taking out the time out of your day to come out here and join us and talk about it.
For sure, man. For sure. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. I know it doesn't sit well sometimes, but man, I really, really enjoy watching your posing. I really enjoy following your journey to the top right now.
Same here, bro. We're kind of alike in so many things, and I appreciate the posing you do. You appreciate what I do, so it's kind of a community.
Absolutely.
And I love it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's start from the beginning, man. When did you come to the States? You know, how did you become? What year did you come here?
I came here 2015, just
Wow.
recently. I used to work back in my country, so I graduated and I worked in a oil company and everything. I settled down, had everything, but I felt like there was something missing. I didn't like it. They paid me a lot of money, but money is not everything, you know. I kind of started scuba diving and bodybuilding back there, but still, I wasn't living it.
No.
Yeah, so even with the money, I have limited time and everything, so I decided I'm just quitting.
So you're a full-time bodybuilder?
No, I still study kinesiology. I came here when I came here, I came here to study, to pursue further degrees.
Okay, that's dope. So what shows have you done already so far?
Just a couple. I did the Arnold Classic in Ohio. I did the North Americans. I did some local shows. I started with John Simmons.
Okay.
Yep.
And then who's your coach now?
Show. I don't work with a coach right now. My last coach was Chris Aceto. I started off with CJ, Kyle Jackson, if you guys know him.
Yep. Familiar.
Yeah, Team Juggernaut.
Yep. I know Jordan Janowitz. He was on that team.
Yeah, Jordan. Yep.
So that was a good team. I didn't even know that you were on that team. That's awesome.
I was with them. This man gave me everything I needed.
Awesome.
So he gave me a sponsorship. He coached me for free. When he first saw my body, he said, "You're ready. You're almost ready. So let's do a show." And we played for like 10 weeks. And I did the John Simmons, and I got first place. It was a good start. So I
Put
got
some
addicted
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That was life-changing experience. So
I'm gonna post your video right here, your pictures for North American.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna post it on the. You got second place, right?
I got third, but first and second I get their pro card.
Oh,
So it was
one
that
place
close.
away
One
from a pro
place.
card.
Dude, they told me too. The judges had me ahead, but my legs were behind.
Mm-hmm.
But
But upper body was there.
Yeah, I could see the guys backstage.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, but the conditioning wasn't really there, and I don't blame judges. It's really tiring to judge people for like hours and hours.
Yeah.
The North Americans like whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So
How many competitors were in your class?
50 something.
And you got
52.
third?
Yeah.
That's
52
awesome,
in
dude.
Class C.
That's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
awesome. Yeah,
And
you're
I
in the
got
tall
sick,
class, right? You're in the tall class.
How tall are you?
C, yeah, the hardest.
Yeah,
most
for
competitive,
sure.
Yep.
How tall are you?
5'11" and a half.
Yeah, so you just make the cut. You're just above, right? So you have to go against all the taller people and be a little heavier.
Yeah. I got like 20 more pounds to put on.
What's
In
your
my
weight cap?
class. 212.
Damn.
Yep.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
I wish I had.
I know.
You're too short for that.
Yeah, I'm too short.
Yeah.
I gotta be 185.
So I got
That's
6. on the peak week.
No way.
My wife delivered on the peak week.
Wow.
The best thing, but alhamdulillah.
Right.
Yeah, and I slept in the hospital for like 3 days, and I caught a virus, and I started flushing everything. Nothing stayed in my stomach.
That was
You know?
peak week?
Peak week. Like
Wow.
4 days. I mean, I didn't think I'll make it, but my coach is really smart. You guys know him, Chris Aceto.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he coaches everybody that's up there. He's known for conditioning.
Yeah.
I mean, your conditioning, I didn't even know you were sick for a week, and your conditioning was
Right.
spot on.
Yeah.
He had the shredded glutes, the separations, everything.
And the second day was even better. So, because it was kind of mixed up. You know, in prepping for a bodybuilding show, nothing is perfect.
True.
You can't expect everything. You could do the same diet, same drugs, same everything with your body, and you have totally different reaction of your body. Your physiology is just, you can't just program it. It's really tricky, and it takes
It changes over time.
yeah, it takes some mind to study it and to.
So you
respond.
coach, right?
Yeah, I coach people. Yeah, I started doing my own thing in 2017 after doing my
What's your
first show.
team called?
Classthetic team.
Okay.
Team Classthetics.
Perfect.
Bro, he got a. How old is he? You're 18-year-old. The guy he looks jacked.
Yeah.
He's a young fella.
He just turned 18. He's
Yeah.
prepping for a show. I think you know him, Clark.
Maybe. I can't think of it. Pull up a picture real quick.
Yeah.
Let me pull him up.
Oh, this dude is crazy. He's like 2-3 weeks out right now, and he squat 500 pounds. He's
That's nuts, dude.
he's just insane.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And you said he's 18, so he's just got
Just
the
turned.
brightest future in front of him, huh?
he's got unlimited possibilities.
That's awesome.
I saw a photo of him like 14 years old. Now, if you see a photo of him, you would say this is a 35-year-old muscle
Oh, really?
on 14-year-old kid.
Just maturity.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Thickness that a lot of people lack.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah,
think
muscle density is hard to come by. It seems like it's genetic. So like, if he's already set up genetically like that at 18, man, that I can't wait to follow that.
It all
I
goes
can't
back
wait to
the
watch
hard
the
work,
journey.
though. Yeah. He's insane. Like if you see him train, he's in the zone.
Yeah.
And it goes back as well to some of the hardships that he faced. You know, we all have our own demons.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, he can channel all that powers.
Absolutely,
do something
man.
good with it.
We talk about that quite often. I feel like to be able to take yourself somewhere like this, holy shit, yeah. To take yourself somewhere like this and get in the gym every day, constantly beat yourself up, you have to have some dark place to go to, right? So
That's a good way to do it.
yeah, and I think that's why like this community is so close. Like whenever we sit down, this is our first time meeting. I feel like I've known you for 10 years. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
first time sitting down with new people is always so cool when we share such a bond of iron, if you will, right? Without
Yeah.
sounding too corny, but there's a respect given to people that you see go in every day and put their body through that shit. And we've seen the results with you. I mean, 3rd place at North Americans is fucking awesome, man.
That's an
And definitely-
accomplishment itself.
Definitely so hard to do. Like, I wanted to go to that show, and I'm so glad I pulled out because you would have fucking ate me alive, bro. You'd have ate me alive. But I'm looking at your buddy right here, and holy shit, he's just turning 18. That is gonna be an awesome person to follow.
Yes.
What show is he doing?
He was supposed to do the Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They just keep pushing it.
Is he doing bodybuilding or classic?
He's doing. I'm trying to get him in both.
Okay.
He wants to stick with bodybuilding, but
Nice.
he's a meathead.
I would be too if I looked like that.
for sure.
Yeah.
At 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I love his mentality. He's like way ahead of his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants
The
to
way
put up with you.
The way he dresses, the way he carries himself, the way he speaks.
That's
he's,
awesome.
He's an artist too, so he draws. He listens to a lot of motivational speeches and things that develops his mentality. And his goals are really high. So
Okay. Do you think art, you being an artist, because you draw and stuff, do you think art and bodybuilding kind of merge together?
Exactly. Yeah,
So you
definitely.
have to have like a vision of an artist to kind
Definitely.
of develop a body.
Yep. Even if you don't draw or sculpt or anything, just looking at it, the way you can flow on stage, the way you kind of build your body, it's an art on its purest form. So you can bring somebody, just a random person, and make him watch a bodybuilder. It doesn't mean as much if we watch it as bodybuilders.
Okay.
As Clarky said, it's kind of a community.
Yeah, very true.
It's definitely an acquired taste, because it's hard.
Taste that, yeah.
You know, it's hard for a lot of males to look at another male and be like, man, that's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's hard. It really is. You have to be comfortable with yourself. And like we said earlier before this all started, a lot of us are insecure. You know, a lot of us in this game are insecure. And I think that it's pretty cool that, you know, it's starting to go away. Because like the kings helping kings, right? That's a pretty cool trend going around right now.
sure.
And I love boosting my boys up, man. I think that's so much fun because I love the positivity that it delivers the message of. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun watching. A lot of fun accepting that I'm not as good because now I get to chase somebody.
He always says he's not good, but I don't know what he's talking about.
We all do, brother. We all do.
Yeah, I think we all put that on ourselves to keep going. I feel like, I mean, I just deadlifted and I'm just like, nah, I'm still not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
You
like,
need that pressure.
yeah, you need that, because the second you put a bar and you reach it, it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you said you used to be a fat kid. How did that transform
Yeah.
to what you are now, mashallah?
I started doing basketball, and I just joined the gym to lose some fat, and then it develops. As you just said, once you reach the goal, you set another one, and then you start to see results, and you're addicted. And if you have a buddy, like a gym buddy, who's kind of close to you, you just keep going, challenging each other, having fun.
How long you been training?
I started playing around weights, like I'd say around 2005, but I wasn't into bodybuilding.
Okay.
I was just going to the gym, training upper body, chest and biceps, back and tricep.
Bro, I was 9 years old.
That's so crazy.
9 years old?
Yeah, I was 9 years old when you started working out.
Oh. What's
you mean
yeah? When he started working out, you were
working out, I
9.
was 9
Okay.
years
I wasn't consistent. I wasn't doing bodybuilding. I was just doing some training. So I would say in bodybuilding, I would say 2012, 2013. That's when I really started to nail down my diet and everything.
Okay, so I was about to ask, do you when you look back growing up chubbier, right? Do you realize like it was a lot of diet, or you weren't as active, or do you just think you carried more natural weight because you shot up to a 6 foot tall human? So, you know, because I've come from that, and I think a lot of people they look to fitness guys, right, because they are in a heavier spot. They don't want to look the way they look, and they get into it for the cosmetics, and hopefully they fall in love with the journey, right? But most of us get in for the cosmetics. So did you, when you started, did you get in just for the cosmetics, or did you know that this was going to be a lifestyle for you?
No, I just wanted to change my body.
Yeah.
I hated my body.
Okay.
I couldn't take my shirt off in front of people.
I know exactly
And this
what
is
you mean.
something I hated. Like I couldn't go into the pool and swim with my friends because I can't.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
It is.
And it all goes back to my diet back there in my country.
Okay.
It's just our traditional ways of eating is
just not the bodybuilder lifestyle.
not a healthy lifestyle
No.
at all.
No.
It's like in health and bodybuilding, and nobody cares.
Well, it's just like survival over there, isn't it? At some point, it's just eating
So
to
food
eat.
over there is just tradition itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, food is important.
Right.
We don't eat to
Oh.
eat. Our food is
I see what you're saying.
oils and bread and rice. Everything is fattening.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all fat and sugary.
And you don't eat.
Sounds delicious.
If you don't eat, it's disrespectful.
Right.
Yeah.
So wherever
you
we
have
go,
to. Wherever you go, wherever we meet up, food.
Right. That's wild. Okay. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense then. Growing up chubbier. Do you struggle with that now? Like when you go see friends, are they pushing food on you
I
still?
still have the fat kid in me.
Oh yeah.
I still, when I go out, I binge eat and everything. you can't change that. You can kind of control it, but sometimes you want to let it go and enjoy your side.
Right.
Enjoy
Absolutely.
life a little bit.
You have a kid, right?
I have 2 kids.
You have 2
Okay.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've been married for how long?
8 years.
8 years.
Mhm.
Wow. How do you balance the marriage life and you have kids
have no idea.
with bodybuilding? and you
I have
got
no
and
idea.
you got clients. So
Yeah.
how do you balance all of that?
To be honest, Assam, I have no idea. I have school.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the coming semester is the last semester. I have school. I have kids. I have clients. I have training. I have a lot of things going on. I just do one thing at a time. I don't have like a set schedule. Like this time is for my kid. This time is for training. This time is. There's a lot of. I'm writing a book right now. I'm doing a lot of crazy stuff, but I just go with the flow. So
Hell yeah. That's
I
awesome.
feel like sitting with my family. I do it. I feel like writing something, working on something, drawing. So just living it.
How does your wife feel about you doing bodybuilding and all that stuff?
Ah,
Because I know in the Arabic, I mean, it took a minute for my family to understand it.
you know, Hassan, till this minute, my mother, my family think what I do is bullshit.
Uh-huh.
They don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, they love it when I win.
Yeah.
They
Full
support
throttle.
me, yeah.
They support that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like going to the gym and eating the bodybuilding diet, my mother keeps telling me, "Why are you doing that to yourself?" Yeah, they
That's
don't get
incredible.
it. But my family, my wife is very supportive. She
That's
cooks
awesome.
my meals,
Hell
does
yeah.
everything for me. Try to hype me up when I'm on prep, because you know with prep and pressure and everything, you turn into a different person. You become a kind of an asshole.
You have to.
Yeah,
You have to.
and not everybody can take that.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a hard burden when you're like in a relationship and you're on prep. It's you know, it's prep for them too.
Yeah.
Because they have to be supportive. And it's like, I've got this crazy dream in front of me.
Yeah.
And I would really appreciate you if you support me. But man, that's incredible. I honestly had no idea you had all that on your plate and you still managed to get to the gym and look as good as you do. That's fucking dope.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's cool. That's so cool that we get to sit down with people like this. Bro.
That's the thing, bro. We never know.
No.
We just see people
Yeah,
doing
just see the
workouts, and
posts.
that's it. That's
Just-
all people see.
Yeah.
They don't understand how much you're juggling on one plate.
Right. And
You
it's
know what I mean?
fascinating.
Yeah.
And
Especially
that's-
if you're talking like long run, because
Mhm.
it's not like doing it for 6 months and then turning into something else.
True.
It's a lifetime journey, so you gotta find the time and balance it. It's crazy.
And a lot of people tell me, how do you find the time? Like my schedule compared to him is nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy
I got a free schedule compared to him.
Right.
I got nothing to do.
Right.
But it's like he has everything on his plate, and he's still making bodybuilding a priority, and family and kids and everything, which is incredible, bro.
Yeah, I think you're gonna show people that it is possible. I think a lot of people watching this are gonna, be more self-accountable and realize that they do have enough time in the day.
Yeah, I hear that all the time, and it means something to me. So, yeah, I've heard that a couple of times. How do you balance? So, a lot of people told me, if you can do it, that makes me think again,
Mm-hmm.
and that was down to me and makes me go even harder.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
I feel like people don't realize how deeply we take compliments.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people think we're like full of ourselves, but in reality, like when people are like, "Wow, you deadlifted this much, you squatted this much," I'm like,
You-
"Oh, I
you
gotta
just keep
keep
thinking,
going.
right?
I gotta keep going higher because
Yeah.
I got all these people supporting me and watching me now, so I can't let any of them net down." You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like that sparks a fire under you to keep going. Because now you got a image to maintain and people to show that it is doable. You know what I mean? You don't want to feel yourself, your family, your supporters, nobody
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
right?
People look up to you. That means a lot to you,
Mhm.
especially with social media and everything. You change it. You can change a lot of people's life just watching you, putting out positive things and trying to be better every day
True.
in every aspect. Because we all know it's not only bodybuilding.
Right.
If you apply all the aspects that you learn in the gym, like going beyond failure, training when you don't feel like it, pushing yourself, going like over and over and over, being consistent. All these aspects that you learn in the gym, if you apply it outside in your life, you're gonna be successful in anything you want, in business, in family, in relationships. Everything you do in the gym
Mm-hmm.
it's not only muscle.
True.
It's character shaping.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
so
that's-
true.
yeah,
I like
that's-
that character shaping.
It gave me the shiver.
Yeah,
He went
dude,
deep.
that's a
He went
that's a
deep.
that's a mic drop moment, man, because that's for real. That's that's something I think a lot of people don't take with them outside of the gym. They don't keep that same drive going outside of the gym. It's like they exert it all there, and when they leave, they just kind of go back to their mediocre self. You know, they only want greatness in one aspect. But I've somewhat learned that myself this year, with, you know, sitting down with Husam and trying this out, and, you know, going up in my career, and kind of putting bodybuilding behind, but not behind totally, right? I'm still working my ass off. I'm still trying, but putting that motivation and that dedication into other aspects of my life now is opening up so many other doors.
Definitely.
And I wish I would have heard you say that 3 years ago, because I would have been able to, like, oh shit, he's right. I should put all that energy I do in bodybuilding into other aspects.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's cool. It's awesome. That's where your mentality is, and you can tell with all the stuff you have on your plate, and you're obviously killing it.
For sure. So last episode, we dove into the black market.
The dark side.
The dark side.
Yes, sir.
You ready to dive into the dark
Let's
side?
do it. I haven't watched it yet. I saw the
The title?
The
I saw the title
Yeah.
yesterday, but
Kuza dove into it.
All right, let's
So
do it.
I think you know a lot of about it too.
Yeah,
so I'm
sure.
really curious to
We
hear
all
what
it's
you
part of
know.
The game, you can't hide it.
Right.
Ask away.
Yeah, I mean, man, this is beyond my payroll. You know what I mean? I'm still natural. I still haven't dove into it yet because I don't know about it. So, I mean, should we ask somewhat the same questions as
go
Kuza?
for it. I mean, your approach on it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Have you taken it? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I've taken it. I think I'll keep doing it. Drugs is part of the game.
How long have you been enhanced?
2018. So I did my first show natural.
Okay.
And I won that show natural.
I think that's a good start.
And then I thought I have a kind of solid foundation because the guys next to me weighed like 40 pounds heavier than me. Then I thought I'll give it a shot.
Absolutely.
Because I tried it back in my country.
Oh, really?
2008, and it didn't work. I had all the side effects and stuff because we did it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of have that look about the stuff, this dark side. I'm never going back there again. And then when I started nailing down things right in here, I thought again about it and I decided.
Are you happy you went with it? Like, in the sense that, like, it's not weighing heavy on you about the side effects right now. Are you happy you crossed back over to the dark side? Do you feel better
Yes,
knowing? Because, I
there's-
mean, it is a part of the sport. It
Yes,
really
it is. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do and get away with it. I mean, you can live, you can have kids, you can stay healthy, but it becomes to when it comes to a kind of a mental addiction, you can't go without it. You need more is better.
That's a scary
it
point.
becomes tricky.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
a
you
scary
don't feel
point.
it because you don't want to stop. Once you're enhanced, then you can move all that weight and look that good. You don't want to go back to normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you cycle on and off, or do you
I've been off
cruise?
for the whole since 2020 started. I've been off everything,
Okay.
cleaning off, and after my show, basically.
So how's training when you come off of it?
Training is not. I mean, most of my heaviest lifts were when I was off.
Oh, really?
When you were
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because when I'm off, I don't take cycles when I'm in off season usually.
Okay.
I take them only towards the show, and by the time you're dieting, your energy levels are down. So I haven't gone like with Anadrol and training in off season.
So how long is your cycle usually?
It depends on the show. It can stretch out to 8 months.
So in 1 year, how long are you off and how long are you on?
I try to make it 50-50. So
Okay.
if you're on 6 months,
Uh-huh.
I'll aim to be off 6 months.
Do you mind sharing your protocol?
Yeah, sure. So I stick to the basics myself
Mm-hmm.
and for my clients.
Okay.
So you will definitely have testosterone of any kind
Okay.
as a baseline.
Okay.
And then you add compounds depending on your goal, depending on your body fat, depending on your stage.
So when Chris Aceto coached you, how did he give you? He gave you the protocol or no?
Yeah, he gives me everything, and I'll be totally open with it.
So
my coach before Chris Aceto,
Uh-huh.
I'm not mentioning his name just for
keep him off.
privacy. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wanted me on 1 gram of test every week. That's 1,000
Wow.
milligrams of test.
I don't even know anything, and I know that's too high.
Yeah.
It's too high.
Kuza was saying you don't need to
Right.
go over 700.
Yeah, 750 is a sweet spot.
Yeah.
700 sweet spot. And 800 EQ, HGH,
Holy
insulin, what else? Anatrol. And he was planning to add trombolone in there.
All
Boy.
gas, no brakes, baby. All
I honestly
gas.
didn't do that. I stuck with 800 tests and I was scared
Mhm.
to my bones. And I was doing 600 EQ,
Mm-hmm.
holding on.
How did your body feel? How did you?
It didn't feel as much, Husam. It's just more side effects, more stress, less sleep.
Okay, so like it didn't enhance you. It just made everything worse, basically.
Yeah.
Taking that much amount of.
There is a sweet spot, and then when you go beyond that, you start feeling bad. So when I told Chris Aceto, he literally said, people take too much anabolics, and he cut down everything for like at least 40%. So
Wow.
the test went down to 450,
Okay.
EQ to 300, dropped the insulin, dropped the GH, dropped everything else.
You feel better after that?
Yeah, definitely. More sleep.
Yeah. You feel more confident too, knowing that you weren't taking all that.
Yeah, you feel comfortable. I have a family. I don't want to
Right,
kill
right,
myself.
yeah.
You feel comfortable. And then I started seeing results, and I thought to myself, I don't have to push that
No.
much. So you progress of that. So it wasn't 450 all the cycle towards the show. You want to build on that.
Okay.
And that's why. So if you start with the 1 gram, you can't.
There's
add
no
anything.
building. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we started to add and take off some compounds.
When did you add orals into the mix? So how long was your protocol with Chris Aceto?
So I started with Chris Aceto in December
Okay.
2018,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I just started my cycle. So it was about like 8 months,
Okay.
8-9 months.
Wow. That's a long
That is a long time.
long
Yeah.
cycle. And then when did you throw in the orals?
The orals towards the end of the you can throw some Anatrol and stuff when you're like 6 months,
Mhm.
but we added halotestin, we added clun, we added
Wait, what is that one you just said?
halotestin.
I've never heard that one. What is it?
It's
Is it like a drying pill?
it is it gives you some hardness. It doesn't dry you. It gives you some hardness. It gives you that aggression. So towards the last couple of weeks, you don't feel like going to the gym. You can't lift.
Okay.
So it gives you that push. But it plays with your mind too. It plays with your mind.
So you have mental issues when you take all this?
Not mental issues. You just become more aggressive.
Okay. Aggressive in what way? Explain that to people so that they don't mistake it. You don't be slamming stuff and people in your way.
Yeah, you just take everything personal.
Okay.
So if you tell me something, I'll keep just thinking of it over and over and over again.
Mhm.
And I'll tell myself, I should have told him this. And you just basically become an asshole.
So you kind of get emotional.
Emotional and aggressive.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense though.
Yeah,
You're
for sure.
boosting your hormones.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
hormones are all over the place.
Right.
Yeah. For
Because
sure.
yeah, it's AAS. AAS refers to androgenic anabolic steroids. So you have the anabolic side, which is building muscle tissue,
Mhm.
and you have the androgenic side, which basically turns a baby to a man.
Mm-hmm.
The androgenic properties,
Okay.
including the aggressiveness.
Is that the androgenic properties? Is that what essentially makes that mature muscle? Or
No,
no?
it's the androgenic effect is being a man, like your facial hair, your
Oh,
voice,
okay.
your attitude, everything.
I see what you mean.
The anabolic side is what makes your body build.
Grow. Okay.
Yeah, AAS,
For sure.
anabolic androgenic steroids, and there is a ratio for every agent. Like testosterone has a ratio of, let's say, 100 to 100 anabolic androgenic side, and every other compound has that ratio too.
So you cycle into a show. Do you ever plan on cycling in the off season? Do you ever plan on just cruising through, or do you off cycle because you want a family, because you just don't want to be on it all the time? Because we were talking to Kuza, and Kuza says he likes to cruise more so than take people off for an off cycle, because most of the time they do a post cycle, and then right after they're like, hey, I want to get back on.
Yeah.
So it was almost just like a waste, where he feels like he could find like a TRT level, a replacement level that keeps you at your natural levels, and you just cruise along. Do you plan on doing that at any time, or do you like the cycle
for my
on?
clients?
For yourself.
For myself, I plan to like come off cycle every now and then.
For sure.
Just to make sure, because stresses your body, especially your kidneys. Your kidneys are more vulnerable. They call them the babies. Your heart is not gonna stop working. Your body's not gonna stop working, but your kidneys, you gotta take care of them. I don't want to be on gear year round.
Right. No, that's fair.
Yeah, I know. A lot of my clients want to be like to cruise and blast and cruise.
Okay, so
But
you
not
do
for me.
offer that for your clients, though.
Yeah, I go with their goals.
For sure.
Do you recommend it or no?
If you blast
If a client, so say I'm a client, I came to you and I told you I want to start all this stuff, and then I told you make me look a certain way, what do you recommend to me? Like, should we cruise or should we
come on.
cycle off?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
gonna develop a tolerance, and then you will have to push dosage.
Okay.
So if you come off cycle, you give your body a chance to relax, and theoretically build more receptors. Because if you have a lot of that stuff come into your body, then you gotta raise the dosages. At the same time, if you blast and cruise, you're eventually gonna be on TRT for the rest of your life.
True.
I mean, most of us eventually will be on that, but you don't want to be on that too early.
Yeah.
Not me.
Right. Yeah. No, for
Yeah.
sure.
At
Yeah.
30 years old and you gotta
Yeah.
go once a week. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even think I could afford that. So I wouldn't want to be doing all
Yeah,
that.
it's just a hassle. Imagine you gotta poke yourself once a week.
Bro, that's why I
Most of
haven't
it
done
is
it
good,
yet.
bro. I know people that they just fall in love with the needle. They want to do it every day, whatever they do, whatever compound in there.
That's crazy.
I've heard of people doing growth every day,
Yeah.
taking a couple IUs every day.
I mean, yeah, that for sure.
Growth, insulin
How much IUs did you take?
for daily.
That's where you stopped at? Did you go up or no?
No. For 8 weeks, and I didn't even use growth at my last show. I couldn't find a
A good
good
source?
source.
Okay.
So it was fake. I held water, and we stopped it. We carried the show without it.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's got to
something
be
for-
crazy to think
Yeah.
about. That's a whole nother aspect, a whole nother
Yeah.
dilemma.
Knowing where you get your stuff from.
Right. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Shit.
A lot of people be cheating.
I mean, I
and
take
stuff.
it from a trusted person, but the people that gives them,
Right.
you can't trust
Supply
them.
chain
Yeah.
is there.
Supply
Oh,
chain
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
For sure. How does your training split look like?
I mostly do push-pull legs.
I
I
feel
try
like
to.
everybody does that.
That's
Yeah.
the new way,
Yeah,
man.
that's the new thing.
That's
It's the
the
old way. People forgot about it. If people just want to bump their bicep and leave the gym, and they're missing out. Instead of training your chest and biceps 200 times a year, you train them for like 80 times a
Right.
year.
That's where, for
As
sure,
long as
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
52
yeah.
weeks in a year. If
Yeah.
you hit them twice a week or 3 times a week, you're crazy,
Yeah.
crazy numbers.
Yeah.
And it's all about the time.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned
Everybody's
more.
different. So some people just recover. Some
Mhm.
people stay sore, can't train again.
Do you take rest days?
Yes, I do.
Do you take active rest days? Like with all the stuff that you have on your plate, do you optimize your rest days to address more of that, or do you?
Define, what do you mean by active rest days?
So like, do you take that time to address stuff outside of the gym, or on rest days do you still hit cardio, maybe abs, some of the secondary muscles that people don't really want to hit.
Mostly off the gym, but when I'm on prep, I do cardio daily, even
sure.
on my rest days. But like now, I'm not prepping. On my rest days, I just give it 100% to my life.
Nice.
I mean, the gym is taking only 2 hours of
Right.
your time. If you can plan everything in advance, like cooking your meals, getting everything ready, you don't struggle as much.
Time management is huge in this sport.
Yeah, because it's
Huge.
time consuming, it's physically consuming, mind consuming. You wanna manage it.
Are you eating meal plans right now, or you're just enjoying life?
I just go with what I see. I've been
Okay.
doing it for so long, so I can look at the food and approximate.
But you eat healthy food, not random.
Yeah,
Okay.
I add in a little bit here and there. You have to, but mostly I would say 90% is healthy.
Okay. That's to maintain that.
That's better than me.
When do you plan on getting back on a diet?
I was planning on getting like a 8 weeks transformation plan. I'm doing a new challenge on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna do it today, but I'm traveling next week, bro.
Where you going?
We'll go to a couple states. We'll go Kentucky and then go to the Smoky Mountains, maybe Georgia. So
Wow.
Is
stay
it
around
a
the
family
world.
trip?
Yeah,
Cool.
My family.
Cool.
Wife
That's
and
super
kids.
dope. He knows a lot of like IFBB pros. You train with a lot of IFBB pros.
Yeah.
You're friends with most of them.
Yep.
How did that come about? How did you get to know him? How did you? Because I seen you were hanging out with Chris Aceto and all these guys that were getting ready for the Arnold, and I'm like, holy
so
shit!
sick.
You know, that's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Most of pros I know, I knew back in my country.
Okay.
Oh,
I
wow.
came from the same city, and then they got their pro cards, and I got connections.
Wow, that's how you got with Chris Aceto?
Yeah. You know, Safe, Abdullah. He took first place in Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know his Instagram handle?
I'm about to pull him up right
Yeah. He worked with Chris Aceto and he hooked me up with him.
What class did he take first in?
He took first overall in bodybuilding and overall in classic physique.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. That's got to make some noise at
Las
Olympia.
Vegas.
now. How do you
And
spell
then
his name?
His Instagram handle is ABOO.
Abudi26? Send me it.
Abood, Wenika Abood.
So this guy is probably, his body's insane.
I bet. Working with
show you.
Aceto and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's-
did a pro show and he placed top 5.
At the Olympia?
No, he placed first at the Olympia and he turned pro there.
Oh, this guy, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
He used to be in Toledo. He just left back home.
Yeah. So with quarantine going on, how I know it's over now, but how did that go? I saw you were traveling to Toledo a couple times, and
Yeah, that was recently. But before that,
that guy is diced.
Yeah. We'll put him on
I've
the
never
page
seen-
for you.
Yeah, his conditioning was spot on the Olympia. He was crazy looking. It's an anatomy class.
Right.
But yeah, before going to Toledo, a couple of my friends brought everything in a garage.
Mhm.
So we trained in a
Oh, nice.
small place.
Yeah, I had that same thing happen.
Yeah. A beautiful gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome though, man. It seems like you've kept your shape and your hustle through it, so that's
Kind of,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. I know it weighed a lot on a lot of different people, so it's good to see that you're still kicking, man.
Yeah, it's I love going to the gym. If I quit going to the gym, I'll be a totally different person. The gym is my escape, I would say, because I remember when my father passed away 3 years ago. I couldn't sleep that day, and then I found myself in a gym in the Rekheim in Eastern Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend was talking to me, and I wasn't with him. And he told me, "Is everything okay?" I told him, "Yeah, my father just passed away like 7 hours ago." He was like, I'm sorry, sit down, are you okay?" And I was like, yeah, I'm okay right now. I have something to do. You can let all that negative thoughts and that dark cloud, you can let it go, like in this place. And I still do that today. Every time I have something, I have negative feeling or that energy, you just let it go in the gym. So I don't go to the gym to be a bodybuilder. It's part of my life.
I like that.
Yeah, it's you do that sublimation, you let go all the energy. Sometimes you think of things in life, you kind of plan it, don't you? Like when you train, you think outside of the gym, and everything is clear, your mind is clear.
Yeah.
When you're pumping, your blood is flowing. It's
For sure.
It's yeah.
It frees your mind. It makes you focus.
Yeah.
It's like a button you turn on. You're in your own world.
Yeah. So I don't force myself to go to the gym. I just love it. It's something. Yeah.
It's like my form of meditation. I try to.
Exactly.
That's how I say it. Yeah. Yeah, because it clears your head, and you're only focused on one thing at one time, and my brain goes wild. So I know exactly what you mean. Like getting all that out and just focusing on one thing. It's like, finally, I get to grab these weights, and that's all that's in my mind.
Yeah,
right now.
you get that feeling once you're done training. The world is yours.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So we need it. We all need it.
Now, just because like one of my favorite things is posing. I love watching you pose, dude. I love watching you pose. So I have to ask, do you bring that emotion from aspects outside of your life into posing? Are you trying to tell that story, or you? Okay, cool. I had a feeling because we talked a little bit prior to starting. You can tell who's up there just showing off their body, and you can tell who's committed to putting on a show, who's committed to showing you their art that they practice through this whole thing. Now, you said you practice posing every day.
I do. Yeah, not every day. Not right now.
Not right now. Right.
Show, yeah.
Prep. When you do that, do you practice more of your routine, or do you practice more of the mandatories? Routine.
Yeah, I think I'm good with the mandatories. And in doing the routines, you basically hit the mandatories and some variations of it. But yeah, I just like let some music run and just go with the flow, with the music. And if it's some music I've listened to before, it makes it easier for me to kind of go with the flow and just express myself. It's
You flow really well, bro. We're watching your video right here. You flow super smooth. It's like, do you just do it, or do you plan your next move as you're doing one pose?
I plan my next move.
So you already think, so while you're hitting like a double bicep, you think of your next pose?
Yep. That 3 seconds, I'm thinking of my next pose. And then that, you got like 2 seconds transitions and then another pose. And then you listen to the music. It's kind of
I mean, I love posing, and like I have a buddy, my buddy Josh, and we were talking about being artists, right? And picturing that, and even if you aren't a sculptor, you can still bring art to this sport, right? Well, I need that extra eye, and Joshy's my eye. Joshy will look at my body and he'll be like, how about this? Try this, right?
Yeah.
And that is where I succeed. I succeed.
There's a little tweaks that you can do in your body, and everything like pops out like boom.
Yeah.
Right there, hold it.
Yeah. Just turn a little bit this way.
And it makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Everything shows.
I love that process.
Yeah.
I love, okay, one way Joshy and I will do it is like, all right, I want to do this pose, let's say, right? Front double bi. But I want to get from here now to over here doing a crucifix or something. And half of the fun is, how do we travel there?
Yeah.
Right? How do we show the body to travel there? It's like the in-between. Now, do you ever focus on transitions like that?
Yeah, transitions are more important than the actual pose, especially in the routine. Because if you move your gaze, kind of, if you're kind of holding a power or something that moves with you, wherever your eyes go, everybody's going there. And here's the trick, because if you want to hide something, you can make people look where you want them to look.
Wow.
So you can hide your weaknesses and then focus on things that you want to show.
Right. No, I totally agree. Now that you're saying it, I can think of that.
So yeah, expressions, your facial expressions, your moves, the way you point to things, you can emphasize your strength points and you can hide your weaknesses because nobody is perfect. Just like our faces, our
Bro,
bodies.
you know who you remind me of when you pose?
You say what?
You know who you remind me of when you pose?
Who?
Rough Diesel.
Yeah.
That's a good compliment.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're like the Arabic version and a taller version. The Arabic taller version of Rough Diesel.
Yeah, man. Your flow is phenomenal. I truly enjoy watching you pose.
Appreciate
Yeah.
It means a lot to me. It means the world to me.
Now,
And yeah, so
no, you go. I'm sorry.
yeah, you can hide your weaknesses. You can hide your body imbalances, and use that towards your advantage. So if you have a bigger loss on this side, you can show it on a certain pose, and it's not a weakness anymore. It's your strength. So you make your weaknesses become your strength in certain poses. You find your best side, you find your best shot, and just focus on that. Because we all have weaknesses. It's a matter of showing it or hiding it. And on stage, whatever you have, whatever muscle, whatever size, whatever thickness, if you can't show it, you don't have it. Nobody cares how much you train. Nobody cares what your diet was, what your cycle is. You have like 2 minutes on stage. If you don't show it, you don't have it on that day. So it's that important. Posing is everything.
Now, when I was starting to pose, one of the hardest things for me was to commit to it. We talked about that a little bit too. It's hard to, especially in classic, right? It's hard to think of yourself when you've never done it by throwing your arms up and trying to express yourself through that, right? Was there any difficulty for you committing to that, or did you just full bore? You were.
Yeah, there is. If you start off, if you look at yourself first time, say you let your phone record and do certain poses, and then look back at it, you think to yourself you're gonna be funny on stage, doing all that crazy moves. But as you said, if you commit to it, you can look at the areas of improvement and just perfect it over and over. So what I do is I would let my phone record, and I would pose without looking at myself in the mirror, and then I'll watch back as a judge, and I would say, what should I hide, what should I show? And then it becomes your second nature. Even some of the transitions, you don't really know what you're doing with your hands, but you're just owning their gaze. You're controlling where their eyes go.
Yeah,
So-
you're like the maestro. You're
Yes.
directing it.
And they feel your energy. If you're stressed or nervous, if you're shaking, they feel it. If you're comfortable, they feel it. If you walk on stage and you're thinking I'm the winner, the judges can feel it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a beauty pageant. You have to be confident in some aspect, right?
definitely. Yeah, you don't want to bust your ass off at the gym, working for like 6 months and then shaking as a potato on stage.
Right.
You wanna show what you worked, all the hard work, all the fine details, everything, from the perfect angle, your tan, everything, your smile. You don't have to smile. Everybody has their own style, but you wanna come up with something on stage.
For sure.
Yeah.
Your own presence.
Yep.
Make
your
them
own
make them
presence.
remember you.
Exactly. Leave an impression.
How long, so when you do posing, you said you do every day for your show. How long? Like an hour a day, 2 hours a day?
No, less, way less. At least 20 minutes, maximum 40 minutes.
Okay, every day?
Every day post cardio, I would hit every pose for like 15 seconds.
Nice.
Wow.
Every pose.
So you never
And I would
shake when you hit
sweat.
your poses?
No, not really.
Statue, baby.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you do it like when you're on a diet and you're killing yourself doing it after leg days, after cardio, you kind of get comfortable. But still, on stage, you're dehydrated. So sometimes you get that little shake.
Mm-hmm.
Nervous.
You
can
just
still,
reset?
Yeah, you can still hide it.
Right.
If you're good enough, you can still hide it.
That's crazy.
That was my biggest fear, man. I have stage fright, so I saw.
Just like me, bro.
Yeah, I saw a lady. She tripped on stage, but she picked it right back up.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck! I need that. I need to make sure that I'm that on point because if I trip up, it's over. You know what I mean? Like my confidence, everything is shot. But I needed to practice enough to where I could do my routine backwards, start in the middle, whatever, just in case I messed up.
Yeah, I've seen somebody try to do a backflip on stage on a bodybuilding stage. He fell down.
Man.
But he fixed it. He just kept doing his own thing, and the audience.
Hell yeah, that's
appreciated it.
admirable.
Yeah.
You know,
Me
keep
too.
going.
I had a fright of stages, like of being in front of everybody. I forced myself into Toastmasters, if you know what that is.
Mm-mm.
It's a club for public speaking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I forced myself into that back in my country,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to break that fear. I can't get in front of people and talk,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, bodybuilding has that aspect of it, like
For sure.
being in front of people, and it's even more
Yeah, dude, you're in your
almost naked
underwear.
with lights on and people judging you. Literally,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Judging you, literally judging you,
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
right? I hear a lot of people give excuses when they hear judgments from the judges, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, that's what they're for.
Yeah,
You know?
that's their job.
Yeah, that's what you're signing up for.
Mhm.
That's awesome, though, man. I'm glad to hear
Yeah,
that
I
there's
used to,
so much
I
that
used
goes
to be
into
the
it.
same way.
Yeah.
I used to have no confidence, bro, and then I started like,
That's hilarious.
yeah. No, I literally had no confidence, bro.
I
Gym is what made me who I am. I felt like the gym opened the door. It gave me like the friendship that I had, people that I connect to.
Mhm.
I
You
think
get what
we're
I'm saying?
all thankful to hear that, then.
Yeah, like-
because
like-
your energy is so contagious. To think that you didn't have this at one point
Yeah.
is like is
And
crazy.
I gotta say, Hassan, I love your style.
My man.
I
Yeah.
love your style.
Thank you,
Like
bro.
having fun, always positive, always happy. We need that. We need that. Like, I would laugh watching you scream after deadlifting. It just hits me.
Right.
I love it. Even doing your last show, I was there in the audience.
Yeah,
and I
for sure.
took a video of you.
Yeah.
I watched it over and over. I just laugh.
Oh,
I
I was-
love it.
I was
love
hyping it up
Your
on that
energy,
song.
you own the place.
I'm not
Keep at
scared
it.
anymore. Bro, you know how I did it? I used to have a little iPhone. My dad bought me a little, like an iPod, you know, the old ones, the touch screen. And I used to sit and record myself and act like I'm somebody, you know, and I would look at the video and I would talk to myself, but I would never post it anywhere. You know, I have a hard drive full of videos of me talking to myself. And then I learned how to talk to the camera without me ever being like shy or you know,
Is
worried
that in
about
English or in Arabic?
in English.
In English, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good practice.
Yeah,
I
so,
should do that.
Bro, you would literally, it teaches you so much and you learn to like not care
Even
about the
listening
camera.
back- yeah, even
you know?
listening back to yourself. And
Yeah, it's so
Sorry,
dope.
words.
And then at the gyms, I started recording myself. And in the beginning, that was like forbidden, bro. People would look at you like, you're recording yourself?
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'm going to set up a tripod. I'm going
Yeah.
to put the camera, you know, I'm about to record my set. So it's like, you change over time and you adapt. And people now want to do what you do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, he's recording his progress. Because in bodybuilding, when you go back, powerlifting is the same thing. It's about progress. You know, you write your progress and you see how far you've overcome and like, oh, I did this, I did this, I did this, and that's why I got that. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like everything, most of us developed, you know?
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely, man. That's that's one thing that I definitely learned from you as well is the confidence walking around and treating everybody nicely. And not that I ever went out of my way to treat anybody bad, but I was just closed off, you know, until I started lifting with him and hanging. You can't be closed off. You know what I mean? That energy is just too contagious. And I agree. I think it's something that we need. I think it's, I feel better about myself even when I say what up to people now rather than close myself off. And I don't think I'm the shit or anything like that. I just, you know, I'm talkative, very talkative. So when people come up to me, I have a hard time shutting up, you know, so.
Yeah.
He was pissed off last time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bro, I listened to the
I saw
last
that.
episode, and that's why I'm not talking today a lot.
I
hate
talk
hear-
so much today.
I
it's a
hate
good
hearing
thing.
myself
It's a good
talk,
thing.
bro.
You just go with the flow and you express yourself more, and it's real. If you keep talking, it's real. It's
Yeah.
not like you're prepping what you're saying.
Man, I had the first time we sat down with somebody, I had questions. I even texted it to him, and I don't think we asked one of those fucking questions. I didn't even, it would have just been gross, you know, to stop. Hold on 1 second. Let me, yeah, how do you like this, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that, man.
I mean,
this is so much better.
You want to have some points, but like having a script is
It's not real.
it's not real.
It's not real.
We didn't want it to be acted out, bro. We want it to be natural. We want to sit down and talk to you, conversate,
Yeah.
get to know you, not have questions that you want to answer or we want you to answer. It's just open for all, you know. Let the people see you, know you,
Hell
not
yeah.
the raw, lifting, you know, muscly guy. You know what I mean? Because that's how
Yeah.
everybody looks at us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why I also do the dancing and stuff. Because people see me lifting so much weight, and they're like, "Oh my god!" But then they see me dancing, like, "Oh, he's a nice guy."
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, don't judge a book by its cover, right?
100%.
I almost butchered that.
You brought it home though, dude. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, bro. That was fucking great.
On
That
that
was
note,
great.
we'll wrap it up on that note.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I think
Hey.
this is going to be real cool for people to, because you're very quiet on Instagram. You let your posts speak for themselves, and I love it, man. And I think this is going to be a cool one for people that look up to you, because you have a great following, which you deserve, and you deserve more of. And I think this, I don't want to say I think this because this is big or anything, but I think people will enjoy seeing the real side of you and how genuine you are, and I loved it, man. Thank you
sure.
so much for sitting down with us.
Opportunity, and I appreciate your time.
Where do people can reach you in case they want to train with you or watch your posing or anything like
Just hit me
that?
up on Instagram, the Classthetic boy.
Okay.
We'll definitely tag
DM?
that.
On the DMs? You got a YouTube page too, right?
Yeah, I got a YouTube. I wasn't very active lately.
Okay.
Trying to balance.
Okay.
But
It
yeah,
sounds like you have a lot on your plate.
yeah. I do.
Too much. Well, my baby,
Hey,
we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're about to get this workout in.
Yeah,
Arm
let's
day.
get that. We're about to hit arms
Hey,
now.
Episode 4. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like this shit.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Subscribe to
And
the
comment.
GymFreak
We love your
podcast.
comments. Give us all the
Yeah,
feedback.
all the feedback in the world. Please DM us.
Especially
talk
Clarky
shit.
talking
I don't
too
care.
much.
Yeah. It's the caffeine, bro. I'm done with caffeine before these things.
Deuces.
Love you.